Welcome to another episode of Racing2Learn. We are a nonprofit that uses radio control to get kids excited about math and science. And we're back in the workshop today working on our Losi XXL2-E. And if you recall, we had a broken bulkhead here on the left side. So it's facing us, front left bulkhead, probably an impact here from the previous owner. But yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and we grabbed some replacements from Hobbyz. This is a pretty comprehensive pack here. Basically, it includes double of what we need and then some. We also had one of these diff supports crack here. See, this corner got chipped off. So we're going to go ahead and be putting in all new parts from Hobbyz here. So got this, got a good bunch of spares. So we're going to be replacing this, and this is the old bulkhead here. It used to look like this, and it just snapped here. That went in here, actually this way. All right, so we're just gonna put in a new one. You can tell it's a little bit dusty here, so we're gonna just get in here and clean some of this while we're in there with a paintbrush. I might need to unbolt more of this as well, because this diff mount, let me just see how this, actually this, yeah. This has a notch in it that needs to go behind here, so I don't think I can get that in there without, let me just see if there's a simpler way to get that in. No, it looks like I'm gonna probably have to disassemble more here. Well, yeah, probably gonna have to do a little bit more disassembly here. So this slides over the diff, actually this other way, and supports the diff like this. So yeah, looks like I'm gonna do some cleanup on this diff as well. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's yeah, we'll go ahead and figure out a plan of action here. All right, it looks like I can just take out 4 of these screws on the top here. This whole assembly should lift up far enough for us to slide in the diff support there. Yeah, that should do it. Probably don't have to even remove these all the way. I just need to get enough clearance to slide in the diff mount. Oh. looks like. I need to unscrew that a little bit more. This might be a little bit trickier than I originally thought. We might actually have to take out. Oh. Finagling to get this in. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Alright, that looks like that might do it for us. There we go. Alright, so hopefully I caught that on camera there. Just had to wiggle it in. But it's in there. Yeah, before, actually the rear one's just kind of flopping around as well, so we'll have to redo that. But now we can go ahead and screw those top four bolt screws in here. So I always like to start these off by hand. And these further ones, my power driver bit wouldn't reach anyway, so I'm gonna have to screw these all in by hand. It always helps having a spare to look at, you know, the Losi instructions, where the breakdown just doesn't give you this level of detail as to, you know, what goes in where. So just giving you another angle of the screws I'm putting in there. It's probably tight enough. You don't want to always tighten screws all the way in here until you get multiple ones started. Alright, and then I can finish off with the power driver. Just like to finish it with a hand driver too, so I don't over tighten the screw and strip the threads. All right. Get the other side. Sometimes to get some of these nuts started and not cross they're meaning, you know, mess up the threads. Sometimes I like to go counterclockwise. You just hear the tip of the thread kind of click, and then you can start threading it in the proper way, just so that you don't strip the threads, cross the threads, cross thread. All right. Okay. Just tighten up the rest of the screws here. Okay. Just go back and tighten ones from before. So just those 4 screws in the entire top section comes loose. So again, yeah, sometimes useful having a spare around just so that you can see. So this is that same plastic part that we were just working into, and I can see the 4 main screws here. These 2 basically just hold on the top bracket. So this top bracket onto here versus the 4 big screws hold this bracket to the rest of the chassis here. All right, so we've got the diff mount in. So at this point we can slide in the diff. So it's marked top. All right, if you put it in the wrong way, it will actually rotate in the unintended direction here. So let me just move the truck in here so you can give a better view what I'm working on. So just gonna slide the diff in. All right, ease it in, and then make sure that the dog bone is seated properly. So, you know, because of the previous damage, the dog bone was not properly engaging with this output cup here, so you can see a little bit of premature wear. It worn flat because you know, this rod here was actually resting outside of the cup. So we'll see how that holds up. Might have to replace that in the future, but the diff is in, and again, these diffs are known for being pretty indestructible, and these LST XXL2s particularly, people will throw them into other vehicles even, like the Revo, the T-Max or whatnot, E-Max. All right, so the diff's back in. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned as we give you guys more breakdown videos of our LST XXL2. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Again, we always appreciate your feedback and your viewership.